Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Wisconsin's offense comes on the field for us today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap set.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
But a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Bringing it back, it's Williams. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So Notre Dame's offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost him 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? The 30. Inside the 20. Past the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Second and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Throws it to the right. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Hit as he released it. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Touchdown, Irish. Strong game by this quarterback.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where we'll start the drive. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've got others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger, some good quarterback play that always seems to make the right decision.
That completion makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I'll be honest, Chris, I'm really surprised he's trying to get outside like this to try to make a play. He's not the fastest at all. I think he was just desperate to try to come up with a play, and man, it did not work out. That is a significant loss for the offense.
And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And this is a low liner. This won't go a long way. It's a foot race. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane on that return. This drive starts in good position. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Can they pick up the first on the ground? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. And the Badgers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Boy, nice throw here by this Wisconsin quarterback. Good route by the receiver and a first down for the Badgers. And when Wisconsin control the football to complement their running game, they're a very dangerous offense to deal with.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. That picks up a first down. A spot it at the 39. And the Badgers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
And the defense wraps him up. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Well, they've flipped into the field. We're set for the second quarter, and the national championship trophy is in the building. That game sets up a third down play. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the defense joins the party with a score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
The Badgers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And the Badgers will send the punt team onto the field. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. The returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. First down here for this offense. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Let's go.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Irish. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. It's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? From the gun, he looks for an open man. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain of the return. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Receiver in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Sticking with the running game. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Looking for some space. It's Young. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, there's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1. Hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
Here's first and goal, a chance to really build this lead before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This offense cannot be stopped. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Fires it on the move. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll run it here. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
And the Badgers will kick this away to get the second half going. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? The pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the second half is a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Breaking free at midfield. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to find room. It's Williams. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
There's the handoff. Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a 1st down. Here we go on 4th down. Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this 2nd half started.
1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that 2nd level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day, and the big
Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the route is on.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Give it to the back again. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The Badgers will have to kick this away. That's already his 5th punt of the game. And the ball is away from his own end zone. On the return, it's Williams. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Tight end makes the grab. The tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hoped for. Let's review how we got here. 1 quarter away from crowning a national champion this college football season. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback, the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this guy just keeps making plays. I mean, here we are late in the ball game. They keep finding ways to get him the football, and he's had one of those games that they just can't find a way to slow him down. He's lined up inside. He's moved to the outside. He's been a tough matchup.
Touchdown, Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. The fumble the last time out, symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. And looking to throw now on first down. Hits the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out.
Okay, ready?
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Jackrabbit. Ready?
And he drops back in the gun, trying to extend the play. Important second down play coming up.
Let's go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Dump off caught by the running back. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And the Badgers will line up to kick it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. Running it back, it's Williams. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And now the running back's got it again. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. Now, he did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's sharp. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. On the ground, it's Young. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. The shotgun handoff here. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A running play called on 4th down. Tackle, but 1st down.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on 4th down, late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And there's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. 2nd down after that previous play. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. He said mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.